I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about.
My name is Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is October 13, 2023. It is 4:16 a.m. I just finished edit my second part of the video I did yesterday. It was one recording, but I decided to divide it into two because it was kind of long and I needed to go to the gym. So I stopped at right place and render it while I was at the gym. It was rendered, and when I come back, which I share with you on my community board, what I ate, some of the things that I did in the gym, and take a shower and then get back to finish editing. I didn't even finish it because by the time I got home, the kids were already home. But anyway, that's a different story. I have a lot to share with you. This is my back end. New subscribers, welcome, 3,380. All right. And there's the amount, $345.77. And this is the other part of the analytic. Okay, $345.77. And the last 48 hours, I had 7,028 views. Okay, so this is what I will be sharing with you. I think what I'm going to do right now is this one. This part for this channel. But this, I have 2, 4, 5 tweets that's for our part of Pure Service. There's some new videos that I come across regarding World Mental Health Day, so that will be on my other channel. So I'm gonna leave that for a second. I'm gonna do this one first. All right, so let's highlight this, and I hope you guys subscribe to my other channel. So this is on the list as well, but it's further down. So 13 tweets. Let's do it quick before people get up. All right, this tweet, I shared it already. It was on my last video. So what happened is that now I have a not different perspective. I still feel the same way, but it's just that the noise that happened after this tweet was shared, it seems like people are going nuts. But it's very simple. I don't understand what is not understood here. All right, so let me read it again. That's from Omid. The Archewell Foundation, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan last night released a short statement on the Israel-Hamas war. At the Archewell Foundation, with Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we stand against all acts of terrorism and brutality. We are supporting our partners and organizations on the front lines in Israel to provide the urgent aid needed to help all innocent victims of this unconscionable level of human suffering. So there in this statement here, the second sentence here, we are supporting our partners. Okay, whatever organization that is in Israel, this is the one that they're supporting. The organization. They're not saying the government, none of that. It just happened, the organization, the charity is located in Israel. That's my understanding of it. Okay? And I have, that's something I wrote on IG. I will be reading it. I'm gonna scroll down further because on my last video, I did not read this. I started reading it and then I stopped. But because of the noise that I'm hearing, I just need to read it again. Okay, so let's see here. Israel-Hamas war, well-chosen word, Omid. So before any morning, please, people should know that Archewell Foundation is providing aid for victims on both sides and both regions via aid organization. Okay, so let's see here. Humanity Crew. This is the organization. Did I highlight it on my other channel? There's so many charities I need to highlight on my other channel. I haven't had time. Okay, so let's read this. Humanity Crew, inspired by the Duke of Sussex, The Me You Can See, a serious focus on destigmatizing mental health. Our donation to Humanity Crew helped kickstart the creation of mental health emergency rooms in Palestine, Israel, Greece. So I was right again, even though I didn't read all of this. Wait until you see what I read and what I wrote on IG. All right. Okay, so these are the areas within the Middle East that this Humanity Crew helped. Okay, the emergency rooms in Palestine, Israel, and Greece. These ERs provide psychological first aid in times of crisis to community centers and refugee camps and areas with no access to mental health support. Specifically, okay, Archewell Foundation funding was directed toward training 150 youth and 100 key community members as mental health first responders, establishing the mental health emergency rooms, and providing structured mental health and psychological support, services, and activities for at least 3,000 children and youth. The foundation support also helped Humanity Crew respond to the Ukraine crisis with a mission to Poland, supporting Ukrainian children and mothers who fled there. Okay, so this is the organization that Archewell, that's all, Archewell support, and it happened to be located in Israel. All right, so I was seeing this here. Okay, so this one here. I read this on my last comment, on my last, on my last video. Okay, emphasis on all innocent victims. Let's feed the hungry and stand against a new genocide before all our eyes with no evacuation route. Shelling innocent 1,000 a year resident is abhorrent. All right, this statement said in me, Harry and Meghan made no mention of innocent Palestine. Okay, so this I'm not even going to bother because it has nothing to do with that. Okay, so this is my understanding of what the statement Archewell put out. All right, so this is me here responding to someone on IG. Okay, oh, your comment is nothing. What I was seeing on Twitter are horrible. Okay, meaning whoever claimed to be Sussex Squad, which I'm not gonna share here. Okay, or saying, oh, like the one I just skipped. The Archewell should be saying this, they should be saying that. It's ridiculous. All right. Oh, your comment is nothing. What I was seeing on Twitter are horrible. I don't know how Archewell connect with organization they support. In my humble opinion, I believe the organization is somewhat stationed over there, meaning they are located in Israel. Okay. Over there, it could easily be, I don't know, I'm assuming that organization is stationed in Israel but help the entire Middle East region. Okay, which I just read on the other one. Where was it? This part here, where it says, okay, emergency room. I didn't read this before when I wrote my comment. Okay, emergency room in Palestine, Israel, and Greece. Greece, by the way, is in Europe. It's not part of the Middle East. Okay, just to make this clear. Okay, these are the areas they help. Okay, I could be 1,000,000% wrong. I think mentioning the organization location, quote, partners and organization on the front line, and I put here 2 stars, and Israel to provide the urgent aid needed, and then it continue. I didn't write all of it. If my English serves me well, mentioning Israel is due only because this is where it is located, not being for or against Israel. I hope I make sense. All right, so that's that. With that being said, I'm gonna leave this topic alone. There's other tweets that relate to it, but that's it. This is why I share Omid tweet again. All right, let's go back to Twitter. All right, I'm done with this as well. Let's go to the next tweet. So there's that again. This is some of the squad who's, telling whoever claimed to be squads to stop with the nonsense about penning on Archewell. All right, so these are not true squads. Not her in particular, I'm just saying. And I think I post this on my community, but because look at the profile, then Wooten has been sacked. That's her profile. Okay, so let's get started. Stop waiting as if Harry and Meghan were going to resolve the conflict that began in 1947 by taking side publicly. That's not their role. They have chosen to help victims on all sides with their partners and organization, as in Ukraine, instead of making an empty statement and doing nothing. All right, so there's the statement again. Okay, at the Archewell Foundation with Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we stand against all acts of terrorism and brutality. We are supporting our partners and organization on the front line in Israel to provide the urgent aid needed and to help all innocent victims of this unconscionable level of human suffering. Okay, so let's read some of the comment here. Okay, Willie said he wants to bring peace to the Middle East. Where is he? What is he doing? What are his plans? Is he waiting for the Sussexes so he can steal their ideas? Okay, for example, they support this. Okay, World Central Kitchen. I highlight this on my other channel. You could go check it out. Okay, humanitarians are very much prone to action to help to find a solution. That is, when Harry went to Nepal or Meghan speaking out, they want to do something to make it better, make a change. For others, Harry and Meghan, Angie Jolie, and I'm sure many others all over the world are cut from that mold. All right, this one I shared it on my community, but I'm not gonna read it again. Okay, I read this. All right, I read this already. Okay, you could pause. This is World Central Kitchen. Okay, so let's read that. Okay, this is another organization which I've already highlighted on our part of Pure Service. Okay, of what World Central Kitchen stands for. Dear supporters and friends of World Central Kitchen, World Central Kitchen is a non-governmental, non-political organization committed to providing meals to people in need regardless of nationality or ethnicity. We are currently positioning teams to provide meals to anyone affected by the escalated violence in Israel, Gaza, and neighboring countries should there be a flow of refugees. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. These are the type of organization Harry and Meghan support. They don't care who you are as long there's a need, people in need of something. Okay.
This is Felix for World Central Kitchen reporting from Soufrière Primary School in the Caribbean island of Dominica. The school you can see behind me was devastated by Hurricane Maria back in 2017, and in fact it took a whole 2 years before pupils were allowed back on site. I'm now here with my colleague Jason to announce the completion of the first of our community relief kitchens. The kitchen will be used primarily to feed the needs of the 67 pupils here at the school, but we'll also be offering culinary training to the wider community when the school's not in session. We've been able to design the kitchen in such a way that it's resilient to future disasters and will be activated as a service kitchen to meet those needs if it arises. We really like to extend our thanks firstly to ResDM, the local partner on the ground here, and also to Meghan and Harry's Archewell Foundation, whose support have helped the project become possible. And also to Meghan and Harry's Archewell Foundation, whose support have helped the project become possible.
What was it not too long ago? World Central Kitchen was trying to help people in California, not too far from where Harry and Meghan lives. Okay, there was the flood and all of that. And I even mentioned, look at this, Meghan, the Sussexes could have get the help of World Central Kitchen if needs to be. All right, at this critical juncture, We wish to emphasize our focus remains steadfast on feeding any and all civilians who lack access to food or are hungry and vulnerable. And let's not forget as well, when World Central Kitchen is providing meal, they know the background, the region that they're helping, and they show respect of the culture of those people. All right, certain things that the food should have or should not have due to their religious practices and all of that. I think I mentioned it or highlighted in one of those tweets on our Port of Pure service. Our team are working tirelessly to ensure our relief efforts are fast, effective, and reach as many people as possible in this time of crisis. Yeah, I almost skipped that, but it's very necessary. Okay, so this is World Central Kitchen. Every day I'm so proud of World Central Kitchen team around the world. Ukraine, Gaza, Kentucky. Food is a human right, and amazing women and men join World Central Kitchen every time disaster hits to feed their communities. All right, so there's more here. All right, feel free to pause and read. Okay, you know what? Let's read it. Okay, standing in the kitchen of their destroyed home, this child met our team to collect meals for his family north of Gaza City. They sat in the part of their home that remains, eating the warm meals together. In the coming days, we'll continue expanding our efforts in Gaza. So there's the thing as well. I used to highlight some of the things that World Central Kitchen do, but I've been so busy with so many other things. I just don't have time. All right, so I'm gonna leave this alone. Let me go to the next. Look at, you see, there's people laughing at her username. I like your username. Thank you. Exactly, the statement was perfect. Innocent suffering on both sides. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I think later today I'll be going to the gym. It will be my second day. All right, so there's that again. There's that again. I'm not gonna read this comment. It's the same thing again. The statement. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan's statement through the Archewell Foundation on the Israel-Palestinian conflict, a very measured, neutral, and unpolitical statement against all acts of terrorism and brutality, with the focus on their helping action for all innocent victims. Spot on, there's the bullseye. Okay, so there's that. I'm not gonna read it. Let's see some of the comment. Okay, I don't like it. They should not have mentioned that one country. Let me see. That's not a squad. Okay, this is not a squad, because there would have been more squaddies who would have followed her. Nah, that's not the thing here. Okay, it's not your job to tell Harry and Meghan what they should do. This is the whole purpose of them leaving the institution, so they could do what they feel is right. So right now, this is what they feel is right. Okay, you don't like it, that should not. Okay, they should not have mentioned not one country. They didn't even mention one country. They only mentioned Israel because this is where the organization they support is located at. That's all. Oh my God. Let me see here. In what context did they mention that country? Is their base where they have resources, partners with their intentions to help all innocent victims? I am really confused over this speaking over this statement and ignore their stated intention to help all. Okay, so there's that brilliant statement, and what I expect from them. They support humanity, and that is one of the main reasons I will forever support them. Okay, I can understand why some folks are so worked up about this statement. Do they not know what the word all means? Okay, absolutely spot on. There's the clap, and there's this. Okay, what is that? How Israel was created. So this is something else. Okay, let me bookmark this. I don't want to branch off. Alright. It was a neutral statement. That's all it was. Alright, so there was something I wanted to do. This one. That's not a true squaddy, definitely. Okay, usually. Because if you understand the struggles of Harry and Meghan, this should not be something coming from a squaddy. Okay? Next tweet. Okay, so this is a true squaddy. Okay, people out here fighting, and I'm really confused. What's wrong with the Archewell statement? I'm confused. All right, nothing. A handful of Sussex claim supporters think the Sussexes can control a war over back to 1947. They are openly attacking them, while quiet of William And Kate, I have black 4 in total. Look at, I just blacked the other one. Okay, some of these people are just as crazy as the derangers, or probably undercover derangers. That's all it is. All right, they put the picture of Meghan, you know, for you to think they are a Sussex squad. No, they're not. Okay, even if there is something that Harry and Meghan do that I disagree with, don't bother tweeting it. I think there is enough criticism about them out there, and I refuse to add to the pile on. Okay, this is a true squaddy. This is what the squad how the squad usually respond to things. Okay, I'm confused. People are just looking for something to be mad about because there isn't a single thing wrong with it. That's it. Yeah, I think some squad, they're not squaddies. I truly believe they're not squaddies, because on one of the videos that I read, they can wait for the Sussexes to put out a statement. They contacted them. They wanted them to say something. Now that they say something, look at all the noise that is making. I'm not even showing you half of the nonsense that they say. All right, I think some squaddies are too over the top and demanding, like the one I just blacked. Somewhere they got the meaning of the word supporter confused with dictator. We ain't squad Jong-un. We ain't squad Jong-un. This is funny. Okay, exactly 100%. Them tweeting about their disagreement amplified the abuse. I just take the time to black them. Okay, nothing wrong with it. My issue is I don't think they needed to issue a statement. Maybe they were goaded into it, but this is an area for fought with minefield and passion are high right now. Even Biden put his foot in his mouth because of the need to immediately say something. This is the same way they got the mayor during the chase. Okay, they quickly asked them, so without full context of what happened with the chase, for him to say something. But this is completely different. Harry and Meghan, the Archewell thing, is completely neutral. No matter what the derangers are screaming about, Harry and Meghan is right in the middle. Whoever is complaining about things, they just want to make noise. And the other thing as well, I shared this, did I put it on my community board or on a video? I don't remember, but there was a tweet I responded where I said I give a blueprint of how the people who are in power are trying to create chaos. All right, leading to 2020 election, you had the Ukraine war. Okay, out of nowhere it started. Okay, so leading to the 2024 election, the thing to stirring up the pot. Okay, this is the thing where I went on my rant on my community board, where I feel bad I didn't share some of the things that I was seeing on Twitter, where I don't know, the right wing, I will say, of Israel going to the Palestinian side, creating chaos out of nowhere. They were building this up, okay, for what's happening now. They wanted people to get angry and do all of that. So it could also easily be, all right, the people who's attacking Israel, okay, or actually, I'm just saying, because this is, I see it going in front of me, like in slow motion. It could easily be the two who are attacking each other are buddies, for all I know, because they want to create chaos of all sort of things. They know where to hit and where to not hit, where the buddies are or whatever. And they just, you know, the civilians are the casualty. All right, the innocent are the casualty. I'm just saying, because this is so freaking stupid. I saw it going on. They stirring the pot to create a reaction. And at the same time, they do not want people to share it on social media. The thing that Israel was doing to Palestine. They did not want people to share it. And then mainstream media did not mention anything that was going on in Palestine. This is why so many people are angry. Actually, there's a protest because of this. Let me put that next. It was right after. I'm going to add something. I'm going to rearrange something. 96. All right, let me put this. So they know what they're doing. They're controlling people's emotion to be upset and do all of that. All right. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with Archewell's statement. Okay. So I'm leaving this alone. Right, next tweet. How I wish people would read to understand, not to respond. It is disappointing to see us supporters crucifying Harry and Meghan for something they did not say. I understand this is a critical personal topic to many, but one thing we can't do is to put words in their mouth. That's for sure. Right? Believe me, I had to search through Twitter to get the decent, okay, reasonable squad's tweet for me to share with you. Maybe through some of these tweets, those who's choosing side will understand. All right. This is exactly like saying, quote, I thought they wanted privacy, end quote, when you cannot find such word in their statement. Okay, could a typo. Don't believe real squaddy are doing this. That's what I think too. I don't think it's real squaddy. It is infiltrators on behalf of the Palestinian mafia. It is hard, but I black and move on because they are determined to smash Sussex squad as we are loyal and effective. But you might be right. I had to black one who said, quote, I've lost the little respect I had for them. Like, what the F? What made her to have little respect in the first place? Okay, one squad even angry because they use all innocent victims. I'm telling you, they're not squaddy. This is what they wanted Harry and Meghan to do. To put a statement out and then to, you know, do their misinformation. Instead, Israel and Palestine innocent victim. Okay, say my lad. Let's go to the next tweet. All right, there's more comment, but I'm moving on. Yep, I was seeing them. I didn't bother sharing them with you guys on my community board, even on the tweet. So there's this one here. Girls say, he said what he said. There's a I. Do go on, girls. All right. So there's this here. You made up a lie about Prince William, and to this day, people still harass Rose Henbury because of it. Your wife being harassed is your karma. Okay, so there's that here. This is the person. Gil's Cohen has no idea. And then this is the response. I didn't. Don't be silly. And this is the GIF. It's like, okay, so do go on. Tell us more. This kind of thing. Of course, isn't he friend with Camilla's son? TikTok, there's the timing bomb. Okay, it's coming out soon. Could be. All right. Let's see here. What I mean, the way we've been seeing things, they're easing people into to let people know the separation is near. Okay, what is funny to me is how before girls even tweeted about the story first reported by The Sun by Wooten, Richard Employer had their version of event about the rural rivals when they first moved to Norfolk in 2014. Turnip Tough. Okay, so there's that here. The Turnip Tough meet Kate and Will's new neighbor. The party-loving Norfolks set with bigger homes than the Royals and Darling. Everyone knows each other. Something extremely well. Okay, did he just confirm Willie's affair? Sounds like it to me. That's the looking eye. This is so juicy. Confusion and war will be sworn among your enemies. Amen. All right, there's this. Almost missed this. The T. Okay, there's the laugh. It's getting gooder. There's no word that's gooder. All right, please tell us more. That's the thing. The squad is like, tell us more. Okay, I don't know who these people are. Same person. Okay, so let's see here. They don't have the exact date. When they say yesterday and it's a screenshot, it could be any day. All right, Corinne Gills, external sender. You are a despicable, disgusting piece of, there's the word. You are lying, cheating, conniving, there's the word. I hope you F right in hell. Okay, so they removed that. Our lawyers are, I can't read that. I was trying to make the word underneath. I don't know how that will go, but I'm effing coming for you. You suck F. Oh my God. The words. Okay. After this, that's it. I always knew they will go after Gills because he voiced the truth. Okay. The girlies are fighting and I'm team mutual destruction. What doesn't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. Oh my God. I never heard this part before, but that's true though. Next tweet. All right, protective, healthy minds. So this one I shared on my community board. Should I put it? Getting transparent when it comes to protecting their children. This should be okay. I'm gonna move these two. All right, let me show you what I'm gonna do here. 46. No. All right, these two. All right, these two. I'm moving them. They're gonna be over here. They have to do with charity, so I'm moving them. What did I just do? Okay, enter that. All right, so move them. So if you want to see this tweet, you have to go to my other channel. So we are here, 77. Did I just move it? Okay, so that was this. Let's go back. I'm a little bit confused. 79. I don't want to miss anything. 79. So this one I just did. Now let's do that one. This is a video. Okay, so that should be over there as well. Okay, let's move that. You know what? Let's show it here. All right, because I've shared a lot. That should go with the other one. No, I'm moving it back to the other one as well. Let's move it back. If you want to see it, you have to go to the other one, to the other channel. So I have it here. Alright, so let's do this. Byline. Okay, so let's focus on Byline. Will of Fair, I just did that one. Byline. And there's an article I read and I shared it on my community board. I probably will insert it in this one. Okay, so there's this here from Byline. Confession of a News of the World reporter, whistleblowing for Prince Harry. A former News of the World reporter blows the lid on the newspaper that the Duke of Sussex is gunning for. All right, I'm gonna go in this and the link will be in the description. Okay, so I blacked this person. Unfortunately, nothing will change. The head of state, who happen to be Harry's father and brother, are controlled by the Fleet Street criminals. Okay, karma is on the march. Prince Harry was right. Okay, so let's read to see what they making reference to. Okay, confession of a News of the World reporter, whistleblowing for Prince Harry. Byline investigate, October 12, 2023. A former News of the World reporter blows the lid on newspaper that the Duke of Sussex is gunning for. There's the thumbs up, Harry. Before the summer holiday, Prince Harry went to war with Mirror Group newspaper at the High Court over allegation that Piers Morgan's former newspaper unlawfully targeted him. The judge is expected to hand down his finding in the next few months. Now, the Duke of Sussex is launching the second part of his battle plan and his crusade for press reform, and going after Rupert Murdoch's tabloid, the News of the World and the Sun. As his multi-million-pound case moves into a key phase, the prince is claiming that the paper destroys the life of his mother, Princess Diana, by hiring shadowy private investigators that use unlawful surveillance. And then they went for him personally, he argues, even though at the time he was just a kid. Okay, his lawyers claim that Rupert Murdoch's parents' company, News Group newspaper, stitched their client up by allegedly targeting Harry with landline phone tapping, medical records, blagging, and phone billing data obtained by deception. This week, Tuesday, October 10th, saw the latest court hearing in the NGN phone hacking case at the High Court. Today, Byline investigates and exposes News Begins, a series of stories from an ex-News of the World reporter who reveal how the pressure from editors above forced her to go beyond the pale. Okay, so that's a her. However, unusually, this former journalist, who wants to remain anonymous, secretly fought back and began to sabotage stories in order to save her sanity, salve her conscience, and protect her moral code. In effect, she became a one-woman resistance movement at the Death Star, the name that was given to the News of the World notoriously sinister newsroom at Murdoch's fortress wrapping London headquarters, as it was then on the banks of the Thames. And a series of first-person pieces exclusive to Byline Investigates and Expose News, the female reporter talks for the first time of her experiences at the paper. Growing up, I'd always loved the news of the world, the investigations, exposes, and intrigue, the righting of wrongs, a glimpse into the darkness and shadow side of life. So when I got a staff job at the paper as a news reporter, I was full of excitement and anticipation mixed with a healthy dash of trepidation. During my time at the paper, I covered the trivial, the serious, and the downright comical. I wrote kiss and tells and went to swingers parties. What in the name? This is how they get those people through those freaking parties. When their guards are down, they're having fun. Oh my Lord. Okay, and this is why the paper keeps on getting away with things. They get people in really bad compromised position. And I think a lot is happening in the US too. And this is why mainstream media is not reporting some of the truth that is happening. Okay, I wrote kiss and tells and went to swingers parties with hidden cameras in my handbag. I reported on the trials of serial killers, rapists, and terrorists. I followed celebrities and politicians suspected of having affairs. I interviewed victims of high-profile crimes. I stood stunned with the rest of the newsroom watching 9/11 unfold. The lifestyle was highly seductive. There was never a dull moment. Every day I met diverse and interesting people, all with a story to tell. I travel all over the world on what are known in the trade as foreigners, dined in fancy restaurants, and stayed in 5-star hotel, all with a substantial expense account. And on a Sunday, I open the paper and will find jubilant if my name was in there, often bylined on top of a big exclusive, knowing that millions of people, about a quarter of the adult population at the time, will read what I've written. On the surface of it, the job had it all: glamour, stimulation, heady feelings of power. Yet my dream career soon started to soar. In the office, I struggled to fit into the aggressive, cutthroat environment where failures and weakness were not an option. The only thing that matters was getting the story, and the means always justify the ends. As has been well documented by now, people's privacy was no obstacle. Wow. People privacy was no obstacle. Money was paid to public officials, thinly disguised. Blackmail was used at every opportunity. Contracts were reneged on at the last minute. Promises made and broken. Yeah, I've seen that. What was it in one video? I remember saying that when Charles, I think it was, they invite Harry to come back or something like that to make some deal, some nonsense the tabloid was putting. And I was like, yeah, Charles' hand will be, his fingers will be crossed behind his back as he make deal with Harry, because they never stick with their promise. Okay, look at with Bojo, some promises he made with the European Union and then broke the promise. That's the way of the UK. I worked at Fortress Wrapping during the height of the News of the World glory days for 6 years, between 1999 to 2005, as a full-fledged staff employee, then for another year as a more or less full-time freelancer for them. By glory days, I'm talking about money, rich, impact, and power. Story budgets were near bottomless, wages were high, and circulation was still strong. Around the turn of the millennium, sales were holding at around 4 million every week. Wow. That equates with a total readership of approximately 12 million. Knocked out mind-boggling. How the F did they get that front page was still a bedrock of tabloid culture, and the schools never failed to deliver week in, week out. The paper was hands down the best at what it did. When the news of the world turned up on a doorstep or a breaking story, other tabloids all but threw in the towel, as they knew we had the money, resources, and experience to trump them every time. The news of the world was as much of a popular culture as pop music, football, and soap operas in the UK, as it set the story agenda. Yeah, this is the thing. It's the same thing with the National Enquirer, and I think it's from the same group almost. They try to make things look glamorous and, you know, say nonsense about other people. All right, so there's more. I'm gonna stop here. All right. So there's more of it. I read a good portion of it, so you could read more about it. All right, so I read some of the comments here, so it seems like you know, I'll read the rest on my own. The link will be in the description. So let's go to my last one. There's a video I did already. It's an article. I don't even, okay, it will be on the other channel, by the way, because I read it during the day. I was curious, but it's things from the video that I read, but I'll put it on my other channel though. This one is very funny. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Sussex Squad, the Sussexes, Palestine, Israel, nothing. All right, it was just funny. It started right here. Let me pause as well. Okay, swing that goes over a cliff. Okay, so that's the thing here. It's 30 seconds. Is there sound? Yeah. It's up, but it's not showing. Look at his face. He's scared too, but he doesn't want to show. Look at his face here. Oh my God, his face stuck there. The thing you see on Twitter. That was it. And there's some people who put the screenshot of his face like that. I'll come back to this. This one is the one that I bookmarked. This will be the perfect wedding invitation photo. Oh my God. This one put a closer look. He looks like he's having fun. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Oh, people on Twitter. So let's go to the one that this one is even more funny. That's the one I bookmarked, but I had to show you the other one too, because I didn't want this one to lost in the middle of all the comments. All right, watch this. Is there... before and I was dying laughing and I'm still laughing. Oh, there's me here putting all of that. Whoa. People are just laughing. Everybody respond with GIF or emojis. Okay, so that's it. Oh my God, I had to end with this with a smile because the thing was so depressing. Let's do a prayer. What should we do prayer about? Oh my God, prayer. I don't know. I'm thinking for normalcy, so people could laugh again. Tears coming out of my eyes. Prayer for normalcy. Let's see here. For normalcy. Let's see if so. Oh, okay. Prayer for a new normal. All right. May our hearts be unified in you more than ever. May the tender moments of seeing someone again in person be all the more rich in treasure. May the reunion, interaction, and moments ahead be held in such intentionality, and may we turn to you in sincere gratitude. All right. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go to my other channel to record the next, where are they? These, okay? There's some of them that I move over here to share on that other channel, the charity channel. All right, so that's it.